champion, Mario da Silva. Mario is a good friend of mine. I know him for a long time, and we lost track of each other for a while. One day in Muscle Beach, Venice Muscle Beach, I saw him, and from there we'll see each other all the time. Mario's background, as far as I know, he's a father and a grandfather. He has 2 children. He is educated in Uruguay and the United States and Spain, most South and Central America. He's very well known worldwide, and everybody knows who he is. I got a few questions regarding Muscle Beach, original Muscle Beach, and I'm going to ask him. Well, Mario, I know that you're almost 70 years old, or already 70 years old.
Yeah, very close, very close.
Very close to it. And the world can see the way he looks today, even better than the time that I knew him first. Mario has been and is in a bodybuilding business. He teaches people about how to stay healthy. He believes in natural medicine. He doesn't believe drugs. And he has been talking about drugs and natural medicine for many, many, many years. I do know that he has been #1 in the world, and in my opinion, he always been #1 in the world in terms of physiques. He has a very, very good physiques, but of course he worked very hard at it. But the question that probably a lot of people want to know around the world is that, #1, Mario, what has Muscle Beach done for you?
Well, I just came from South America in the 70s.
Right.
Previously, I competed in Mr. Universe in 1968 when the Arnold was first contest in the United States.
Right.
So after that, I came back in 1970.
Right.
In 1970, I spent some time in Miami, but in 1974, I arrived to Los Angeles, and I was always looking for Muscle Beach.
Right.
There, I was always fascinated for the history of it.
Right.
First of all, the people that they really put bodybuilding in the map came from that part.
Right.
So I became friends with one of the legends from the town.
Right. Can you tell us a little bit about him, please?
Yeah, Armand Tani, Mr. USA 1950. He's a legend in bodybuilding. We became very close friends. He was not just a bodybuilder. He was a great gentleman and a guy that was a wrestler professional, Olympic lifter, and also something that connected with me a lot. He was a writer. He was a writer for Muscle Beach and Muscle magazines. So because of that, we have a very cordial communication about the writing about the muscles, the importance of the muscles, and the formation of the people, not just with muscles, but a whole cultural aspect, just to be a well-rounded personality.
Right.
With Armand, I find out that it was not just what they call in the muscle head. It was a man with a quality, a human quality, that made me feel like he was my best friend.
But Mario, Armand Tani is not the only champion that you know. You know all and everybody.
Yeah, like Rich Lewis.
You know Rich Lewis. Rich Lewis.
Jay Yorton, all the people from the. I met Steve Reeves, which
Right.
was the most amazing legend in bodybuilding,
Right.
with the Hercules movies.
Right.
So
Right.
So
So what you're saying actually is sports, nutrition, and if you get sick, a correct medicine, that is the key for staying alive and away from all these people that has been struck with cancer.
Also, yes, and also I will say something, even watching the life of my father, the lack of stress, living in a village.
Right.
I think lack of stress contributes to extending his life in such a way that is preserving the mind clear until the end. Also, I never saw this man envious,
Right.
greedy,
Right.
or getting mad or resentful of anybody. So I think the qualities from within have also a tremendous amount of values in order to preserve our life, the longevity with no problems, with no cancers or other kind of sickness. I don't know, it's my opinion, but you more are the expert in
I have in my hand a lot of picture of you that these pictures is showing that you have been all over the world and have been working out, training, and most of these people, especially there's an area here that talks about you are against drugs. Now, you know yourself, being a bodybuilder and being a champion of bodybuilder, you have been teaching people how to stay away from, I understand, how to stay from drugs and also to stay healthy and not have stress and not do a lot of bad things and try to live a good life. I also have a picture here that shows that Mr. Arnold Schwarzenegger has been with you, having a, yeah, I'd like to show that the people know that you are, and then he's right here. This picture over here, as you can see, this is Arnold Schwarzenegger right here, and this is Mario. Okay? Now,
that was in 1968 Mr. Universe.
That's 1968 Mr. Universe, right there. Now, Mario lives around here, right here by the water, and he has mentioned many stuff about Muscle Beach, California, and talk a little bit about his friend Armentani. Is it anything you have to say for the people in order to learn about all this experience that you have, in order at least to stay away from being struck with cancer?
Well, it's just, Victor, the only thing I can say in my humble, experience, that you have to live your life, like I said before, with a certain amount of lack of resentment for whatever you're going through, with an open mind to whatever you're facing in life, and to be grateful for every second that you have on this earth. And the thing is, starting with the mind, and then the way you live, the way you think, the way you train, the way you eat, it's a whole thing. It's one thing. You cannot exclude only one thing. Everything is included: body, mind, and spirit connection.
That's right. That's right.
Without that, I think it's not possible to have a beautiful, great life, until the end.
That is correct. Well, you guys heard from the master. I call him master because he is the master.
You're prejudiced, Victor. You're my friend.
I am prejudiced, that is
listen.
correct. I
Don't
am
listen.
prejudiced. He's very, very correct. However, why I am prejudiced? Because this man here has been able to respond to any of my requests. He has always been a great friend. He always calls and find out if I'm okay. And furthermore, I would recommend Mario over anyone and everyone in terms of training, because I've watched him training people. I've watched him make a champion, make somebody from nothing to everything. I've seen it all. I've seen him. Therefore, I am prejudiced. You're very correct. But I'm religiously prejudiced because I watched him, and God has told me that when you see something, don't lie about it. So therefore, I'm telling the truth.
So, Victor, you might think I have some money to pay you, but it's not the case. You're too precious, man. You're a great man. You're a great friend. So I appreciated the time that you talked about me. Like I said, I'm not the best in the world, like he said. I am somebody that loves what he does, have a passion for life and for what I can give to others to improve their life. That's all I am. And I come from even though I was born in the capital in Montevideo, I was raised in a very little village called La Paloma, in the middle of nowhere of Uruguay, which you learn, about people that don't have much, but they enjoy life with so little. That's where I come from, and that's where I remain. never too vain to understand that I'm not the center of the universe like most of the time they think about us. Like they always picture the bodybuilders self-centered, stupid or whatever. So I believe that we have to be humble, have to be good for others, have a social consciousness, to be able to share the experience to others, and to make the